Good evening, my friends, and welcome to my channel. I have been printing with something new. I haven't tried this before, and I have used some leaves and flowers from my garden, and I have printed them by putting them on the jelly plate and add color and then print them on the paper. I will show you a little recording how I did this. And the new about it is that I have used block printing color instead of acrylic ink and acrylic colors. So the prints are different. They are very thin and very clear. You can see almost every little thing on the leaves, all the veins and stuff. And that was fun. The block printing color is oil-based, so it dries a lot more. It needs a lot more time to dry, and between 5 to 24 hours. So these are almost dry now, so I think I can show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these in my old journals that I have made the covers from these really old handmade plotting papers that was in my Botanical press when I bought it on a sale in a thrift store. So I need them to be neutral and a bit old looking. So first I coffee dyed all these papers and put them to dry out in my patio. Is that the right word? It's my entrance with the glass windows, so it gets really hot in there. So I did a lot of different ones, and this one I tried before we started, so I have added a bit of color, and this is what I'm going for. It should be neutral and light, but still something is happening on these papers. So I will probably add something more, a bit acrylic colors and some scribbling, maybe something else. So this will be layered in different ways. And I'm just using my watercolor. I'm using Van Dyke Brown and a little bit of yellow ochre. And I'm just putting a bit of color on top of the prints to make them stand out a little bit. And I'm not even specific about just the plants. I'm adding a little bit of color where I think it needs to be, just to give them a little extra. And some of the paper got more yellowish and coffee dyed in the tone, and some was not taking on so much. I dilute the coffee the first time I spray, and I want them to look neutral, like they have been old by themselves, and I don't want them to be kind of grungy, so you can directly see that they are coffee dyed. I want them to look like they have been aged by themselves. So I'm really light in my coloring. Even if watercolor always dry lighter, I can add more later if I think it needs something more. So these are kind of my first steps for these papers. And I know there are printables that you can use instead of making your own, but I think that's the fun part of making journals, to try to make them unique by making your own papers. Maybe not all of them, you can blend, you can use some digitals and make some yourself. I think that's so fun to know that the owner of a journal from me knows that they are unique and there are not 10 alike. I actually still have my last journal in my Etsy shop. I haven't got any answers. Maybe people are on vacation and don't read their mails. So I haven't heard anything from the ladies in my list, so now I have put it in my Etsy shop. So if you're interested, there are a journal in the Etsy shop. So just something like that. And of course you don't need to use the same color on all of them. You can use more grayish tones, maybe, like this. They are still kind of neutral and beautiful. We have still this hot weather in Sweden, but tomorrow we are going to get some rain finally, so it will relieve a little bit of the temperature, so maybe we can breathe a little bit better. I shouldn't complain. There are several countries in Europe that have a lot more or higher temperatures than we have. But it's kind of typical Sweden that it's never something in between. It's always really hot, really rainy, or really cold. So I'm kind of would like to have a little bit of relief from the warm weather now. I have a little bit of asthma, so when it's this hot, it gets a bit difficult to breathe. Nico don't like the heat, so we have a little pool outside on my lawn, so I make him get the ball into that, so he won't go in by himself, so I need to play with him so he gets some water on his paws. That is one of the places for a dog to chill down. I'm not forcing him, but he likes his ball, so when he's going to fetch it, he gets a little bit of water on his paws, and that's good. So same by the lake, he's fetching sticks and balls in the water. As long as it just gets up to his tummy, then he stops. And I need to go and get it for him. But that's okay. I need to have a bath too. I actually took a real bath and was swimming in the lake this weekend. And that's not so often that happens. Then it's really hot. Put some water on and let it drip a little bit. That's nice. I like the dripping feeling. And this is just copy paper, so it doesn't need much water to... You can see that it's... the water is going through to the other side, but that's okay. I want it to look old on the other side too, so that works. Okay, so leave this to dry too on my floor. And then we have this one. Putting a little bit of green into the black to get a kind of tone. It's still neutral and nice, but you have this tone of green that you almost can't see, but it's there. That way I keep the neutral and still get a little bit of color in it. These will probably be folded, so these two are going on different sides, so you won't see them beside each other. I like it to be light and neutral, so you can still write on these pages if you would like to, even if they are in some color, just to make them stand out. Okay. So I will let these dry, and then I will come back to you in a few seconds when I have dried them, and then we can add a little bit more. So these are dry, and next thing I'm going to try is to do some transfer with my dies. I want to have a light feeling, and I have this leaf and fern dies, and I'm actually going to see if I can transfer this with the dies. So I'm just taking my pen, and I'm going to follow the die down and see if I can get some shapes. Oops, that was my hairdryer falling down. It's a bit busy on my table at the moment with making 10 journals. Need a lot of stuff. Okay, we have a leaf, and then I'm going to take my eraser and just lightly pull it over to just get the lines. That I need to see that it's a leaf. I just want to use a pencil because that's often what they used when they did sketches in the old days. They didn't have any ink pens or something permanent. So I'm going to use this and then put a little bit of matte medium on top of it. This one had a lot of holes. I think I want to maybe erase some of them. So they don't look like it's more holes than it's leaf. See where I'm going? So it looks like someone has just sketched a leaf before they printed it. And then again, erasing a bit more, so it's very delicate and light. And then I'm going to just do some scribbling. And this is nothing that is readable. It's just my way to scribble and tone it down again. Like that. And then we can maybe do a little bit of text over here. See? Like that. So let's use this one and see. Should we maybe try a little fern on this one? Can kind of maybe peek up from behind this a bit. And again erase lightly so that all of the colors that are in between the leaves will disappear. And then if you want to, you can fill in some of them to make them stand out. I like this sketchy feeling. And I need to write something on this too. And again, tone it down so it almost is not visible. But it's there. Maybe the name of the plant or something like that. And if we like, we can maybe make it stand out a little bit more by just adding a tone of color on it. So I'm thinking maybe add some color swatches. And instead of the scribbling, you can of course stamp some words, or maybe stamp some more leaves if you don't want to paint. That's totally up to you. I like the pools that you can get by just splattering on some water on some color here and there. Something like that. So, off to dry. And the last one. Just some little stamping. This was a little crooked, so I'm going to redo it. That's the best thing with distress ink, that you can straighten it out if you don't get it right the first time. Better? Yes. Okay, so that was what I had to offer you as a inspiration today. So go and print some of your botanicals in your garden and enjoy it while you do it. So you get this nice feeling of calm and peace while doing your journals. Don't stress and think you need to do it in a special way or with some special tools. Just do it instead of scribbling and scrolling on your phone looking for the perfect picture or the perfect idea. Go and play instead, and I will see you the next time when we are continuing with these 10 journals. Thank you so much for all of your support and kind words. I'm really appreciate all of you, and I realized yesterday that I am actually almost up in 8,000 followers. So I guess we need to have a new giveaway soon. It was a fast 1,000 people this time, so I'm so grateful to all of you that appreciate my art and my work. So have a nice evening, and bye bye from Sweden.